Hello and welcome to Quick Charge. I'm Mikey G, and it's Saturday, August 5th. Pepsico explained how it uses its fleet of Tesla semi-trucks in a fascinating video, gives us a glimpse into the future of trucking. PepsiCo explained that it uses most of its 21 electric truck fleet for deliveries within 100 miles of several stops. They operate for up to 12 hours a day, and explained that 3 of the semi-trucks are dedicated to long-haul trucking with routes that vary between 250 and 450 miles. The program manager noted that they have been able to achieve an efficiency of 1.7 kilowatt hours per mile on average with the semi. PepsiCo specifically mentioned that this level of efficiency was achieved, quote, over the last few months, meaning that it has been improving. Now, if we consider a rate of 14 cents per kilowatt hour, the off-peak rate in Sacramento, this would result in a 23% fuel cost reduction over the most efficient diesel trucks. The company is optimistic and has committed to completely removing emissions from its operations by the year 2040. It has electric trucks on order to achieve that, including one of the biggest orders from Tesla. A fair amount of news about Fisker today. They have been fairly quiet recently after deliveries began of their first vehicle, the Ocean SUV. But now we've got more models to show, but first let's run some numbers. Now, despite improving profitability, Fisker lowered its annual production guidance again due to supplier constraints. After producing 55 units in the first quarter of this year, well short of their goal of 300, Fisker then planned to build between 1,400 and 1,700 vehicles in the second quarter. But now they report that they hit 1,022. They now say that they are expecting between 20 and 23,000 vehicles this year, which means they need to get it in gear for the next 6 months. It's not impossible since Fisker reported that they hit a peak production rate of 140 units per day back in July. Now taking a look at the books, the EV maker generated $825,000 in revenue, which is encouraging since the previous quarter was $198,000. Fisker also showcased new vehicles, 3 of them. So let's take a look at those right now. The first one that we have some more detail on is the Pair, Fisker's second SUV, a little smaller than the Ocean, but intended to have a much lower base price of $29,900 before tax credits. One of the highlight features is the rear hatch, in which the doors slide into the body instead of swinging out into the air. Fisker is so proud of it, they call it the Houdini door. Now, in addition to rear storage, the Pair will have a front drawer-like storage area, which Fisker is calling a fruit. F-R-O-O-T? No. It slides out from behind the front grille area, which potentially does provide a flatter space than most front trunks would do. Now, Fisker said that it was insulated and thus could be used for transporting hot or cold items, although they didn't specify if it has its own HVAC. The vehicles will be in both 5- and 6-seat options, with the 6-seater coming in a bench seat for the front. The Pair will also have seats that lay flat to create a space within the car for lounging around, which should be large enough for laying down. Reservations are open now on Fisker's website at $250. The Pair appears to be closer to production than the next 2 models, which were unveiled at the same event. The next vehicle that Fisker revealed is the Alaska, which is Fisker's electric truck. The Alaska looks to be positioned as an adventure truck, as they call it, rather than a work truck. This puts the vehicle in marketing very much in direct competition with Rivian, although the Alaska appears to be much smaller. While the truck only has a 4.5-foot bed, it will be expandable with a hidden midgate, similar to the Houdini door on the back of the Pair. This allows pass-through into the cabin, and with the tailgate folded down, Fisker says that the truck will have a 9-foot flat space. Fisker says that the truck will start at $45,400, which is a pretty big deal. It's planned to be made in America, perhaps alongside Pair in the former Lordstown factory. The Alaska will have between 230 and 340 miles of range, which suggests multiple battery sizes. The last vehicle from Fisker is the Ronin, which is a sports car that will compete with the upcoming new version of the Tesla Roadster. The Ronin was first teased last month, with the company claiming that it would have 600 miles of range. It sounds like the technology behind the Ronin is not fully baked quite yet, and it doesn't have to be since Fisker says that it's coming towards the end of 2025. And the Pair, they say, is coming in 25, along with the Alaska. The company didn't mention pricing, but it looks like it will be comfortably in the 6-figure area. Now, in Electrek's take, this is all very impressive news from Fisker, but these goals represent a lot of work yet to be done. Fisker will have to go from having just one car that started shipping this year to 4 cars in just 2 years' time. That's quite a big task, particularly from a company with 1,000 employees. Now, between the incredibly quick production timeline, the low base price for 2 models, the intent to build in America with a location that has not yet been signed on, yeah, at Electrek, we would not be surprised if we have some delays coming between now and production. Shares of Nikola Corporation are down significantly after the electric truck maker announced that its 4th CEO has stepped down, effective immediately. The stock price reached its year-to-date zenith just on the 3rd of August, trading at $3.40 a share. And then it came down to $2.50 at market close on the 4th. Nikola also reported its second quarter earnings, revealing growing net losses and lower production. It didn't seem terribly severe, however the company does seem to be on a pathway for modest growth until now. The company built 33 trucks in the second quarter, which is down from 50 in the same period last year. Shipments to dealers also fell from 48 last year to 45. Nikola has now made 96 trucks this year, shipping 76 of them. The company did have their best retail quarter, delivering 66 of their Tre BEV electric trucks. Now overall, Nikola posted a net loss of $217.8 million compared to a loss of $173 million in the second quarter last year. Now the company ended the quarter with $226 million in cash, roughly unchanged from last year. Looking ahead, Nikola expects to deliver 300 to 400 trucks this year with a targeted revenue between $100,000 and $130,000. General Motors has now confirmed the official starting price of the Cadillac Celestiq. It's going to be $340,000 before any option. And no, I did not add a zero in my head. It is $340,000 for a hand-built high-end, ultra-high-end Cadillac electric vehicle. I've actually got 3 of them on order, one for the weekdays, the other for the weekends, and a third one just in case the other 2 are dirty at the same time. In today's community comment found on YouTube, Carlo de Guzman 683 says, "No for wireless charging. I want a Tesla bot plugging in my car." Yeah, Carlo, if I had it my way, I would take the Tesla bot or even Tesla's snake robot arm. That sounds pretty cool. But I'm going to guess that the robot arm is not going to happen. One of Elon's popular quotes is that the best part is no part, and having a mechanical robot arm is a lot more complex than a wireless charging pad that just sits on the floor. Now, while there are trade-offs for the pad, I'm going to say that it's more closely aligned with Tesla's design and functionality. I'm guessing that the snake arm will never see consumer hands and will be locked away in a storage facility, only to be brought back and put in a museum for Tesla many years from now. Thanks for watching Quick Charge. I'm Mikey G, and I hope you have a great day.